On this video, we get the chance to port our old version to our new version. We did this last year and also got an exclusive members only video that we did with all the details. We even did a video of how the evolution of our finish did. We did this about 2 years ago. And this one here, Jasper's ITR manifold, we ported it around 2017 or 2018, but he sent it to us because he wanted us to port it how we do it now. So here we are. Yep, we'll talk about the story of why he wants this done. Yes, we'll take you along the way on the carbide here. And we did a live session earlier, so we're gonna talk about the plans for the live session, the engine builds on the live. Yep, you know this for you. Alright, first things first, as many of you know that my personal Facebook got hacked, so I lost control of the old page. I had to make a new one. This is the new page. Like and follow. We got prices there for head porting, engine rebuild labor, cam degree, even intake manifold porting and ECU tuning. So we try to constantly post there, like almost if not every day, every other day. Like on this one here, we posted the short ram intake that we often use. And the comment section got really good, to the point that we decided to test a stock air box versus short ram, and the cold air. And then of course that one itself had good comments, led us to the intake test, the dyno test on the whale penis versus short ram and cold air. So you can see we post reels there of port work that doesn't make the channel here. So you guys like and follow the page, right? Yes, and if you don't have Facebook, here's our Instagram. I use this exclusively for SRD Motorsports, as you can see here. Yes. So both links will be in the description below, all right? So for those who's into short form content, we got our TikTok here. As I play guitar, I have the 3 videos pinned there, me playing guitar. Yes, but it's for pure entertainment. Here it is, all right? So check it out, all right? Yes, here's Jasper's ITR intake manifold. We ported this, I think, 2017 or 2018, I'm not sure. But this is a B18c on his stock 2000 spec B18c. Here we have a video of this. It will be in the description below. Yes, we also tested it on the intake test. We were surprised. It actually made 189 wheel horsepower without even dyno tuning. This is just street tuned, so you know this is gonna be good, right? And this had a stock ITR manifold because he was actually gonna sell this earlier, but the buyer, didn't fall through, so he went back. But now, before installing this again, he wanted us to port it. Here it is. This is how we ported it back in 2018. Let's look at it now. Because this is already ported, it's easier for me to infuse more taper because we will know the limit is still quite thick enough, and here it's still good. So we're gonna try to max it out with, infuse more taper. This is gonna be good until here, and then the rest is gonna be matched to his head, so it's gonna be good. Yep, this is gonna be fun work because it's already been started at least half a decade ago. Before we continue porting, I need a favor. Hit the like button because the more likes the video get, the more activity it shows to the algorithm, and the algorithm will push it out to a wider audience. It helps the channel big time. I really, really appreciate that, guys. Thank you for that. Of course, if you haven't, you gotta subscribe. This way you can watch all the rest of the videos on your own free time. Whenever you log into YouTube, you can check our playlist, and of course you get the notification if we have something new. You can check it out. Yep. And of course, yes, for the hardcore, we get the membership only. You can join the members here. We have ultra hardcore videos, including dyno tuning, ECU tuning. We're actually expanding the ECU tuning on the how-tos and lessons. So, yep, it's gonna be good. I'll see you there, all right? Yeah. Okay, now here, we start with the carbide. Yes. Because it's already smoothed out to 80 grit finish, it's easy for me to see how far we can go and how much more taper we can give because it's still thick enough. And to be honest, we ported this for Jasper back then, and he knows it and he still remembers. We had to do this in a rush, like in about less than a week. So he knows I did my best, but I could have, even maxed it out more if I had more time. But of course, we both didn't have time, and we both agreed this will be good enough. So now we both know this could be even more maxed out for now, and that we have time and he has time. He sent the manifold because his current SIR with the ITR engine has the stock ITR manifold. So this is gonna be good. He has more time. So now this is 80 grit now. If you infused a bit more taper with the carbide, you can go more, but we don't want to risk punching a hole. As you can see, having a few repetitive passes on the 80 grit will get it smooth enough, but you know, we're still gonna try to get it more finer, because the smoother it gets, the more it can show you if it has bumps or ridges still, you know. So what I do here, my trick is, I talked about it on the live session that I did earlier. We did the live session on a Sunday, so it was quite fun for like 54 minutes. I tend to go smooth on this, like even until 120 grit or even 240 grit, just to see if there's bumps and ridges. And when there's no more bumps and ridges, I go back to 80 grit or 120 grit just for the texture, you know. Because if you stay with like a rough 80 grit, you can barely see if there's bumps and ridges. So you know, you want it a little bit smooth just to show you that, and then you can, you know, get to the finished texture as you want once you know it's all smooth. Like here, let's look at it close. Oh yeah, it's looking good. As you can see, the initial entry and the shaping is already there, because you know it's been ported before by us. So now we're just gonna, you know, max it out or expand it even more. So it's gonna be so good. Yeah, looks good, right? Yep. Even on the flaring, you can do 120 grit, and then you'll see if there's bumps and ridges. You can smooth that out. Yep. And here, okay. Now here we're gonna spray it with, this is for now this is still 50-50. 50% ethyl alcohol and 50% soapy water or dishwashing soap. In our case, it's Joy dishwashing soap. And now here, this is, I think this is still 80 grit. Sorry, yes. So we're gonna get it. So you notice the finish is gonna be a little bit smoother than earlier, because it's already, you know, we sprayed some lube on it. And you know, through time I've constantly changed different kinds of mix, but this is the best mix that I got for the result that I want. As you can see, it's actually, this is still 80 grit, and it's actually quite smooth, right? It gives an almost 120 like kind of finish with just the 80 grit. So if you go to 120 grit, it's gonna be even smoother. This will show you ridges or bumps if it has, so you can also always smooth that out for consistency. Yep, see there. That's it. Now let me show you guys with the spray lube and the consistent finish, sorry. There, see? You can actually see it's smoother than earlier, but it's still 80 grit, and it'll show you if it has ridges or not. So when you go to 120 grit and then you continue spraying, it's gonna show you even better. So when there's no more ridges, you know there's definitely no more ridges, right? Okay, so now let's wash this up. Let's bring it to the workbench to show you guys even better. All that. We're still just halfway through, but it's already looking really good, right? Yep. As you can see, the runner opening is really, you know, much bigger now. So you can see it's tapering well all the way to the head. And here, if it's not smooth enough, you run your finger here, you can still feel the bumps and ridges. So that's why we get working on this like this. A few passes on the 80, and then wash it up just for me to run my finger through it just to see if it's consistent or not. That really helps, you know. Now on to the live sessions that I did. It was on a Sunday around 2 to 4 p.m. 8 GMT. So yeah, I was surprised because Coxeca here is an OG from Honda Tech. I started Honda Tech in 2003. As you can see here, he's been there since 2004. And I have to thank John Michael, Alan, S. Adib, Sherry Hibbert, and of course Coxeca. And here's the results. On the live session, I was supporting this and talking to them. I did the live for like 54 minutes, And so, but the good 30 minutes towards the end is just purely talking about the stuff like intake manifold, their own setup. But as you can see here, it led to good work, right? So I'm planning to do more live. We're gonna try it on Thursday night here. So yep, you gotta click here when the part two of this is done.